Meanwhile, in this French colony out west, stuff is going down.
Okay, guys, we surrender to you. That's good. Wait, is that our enemy? Anyway, we surrender now. Hey, so I was not meant to kill them. Like, not like this is gonna cause like a 7-year war or anything. Right? And then a 7-year war happened. Yeah, obviously, man. You literally just foreshadowed it. Man, this guy's stupid. And Britain won it. Obviously, we know this because this is not the first channel you've ever watched on the 7 Years' War. Tax our entire empire.
But wouldn't the Americans get mad, with that whole taxation without representation thing?
Well, they gotta suck it up because we're getting taxed more. So then the Stamp Act was introduced. See my stamp right here? Yeah. I get a stamp things of this now. So now, it's a tax for everything. You get no representation. For example, this bank, stamp, and maybe something else. This notebook, stamp. Ooh, what else can I stamp? What else do you wanna buy? So I could stamp some legends came together to say this is not cool. Like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Hamilton, John Adams, John Jay, Madison, and a whole bunch of other people all came together to say, what do we do about this? Okay, guys, what if we just simply ask for the taxes to go down? King George of the colonies just sent you a letter asking for the taxes to go down. Well, I don't even give up, okay? That didn't work. What do we do then? We revolt against the British. Okay, now that is how the revolution started. Now, I just want to take this time to say this. The colonies did not revolt just because of taxes. It was because of taxes of less representation. Because everyone thinks it's just taxes for some reason. Like, they just revolt against because of taxes? Nah. It was taxes without representation. I mean, like, taxes we have here are bad, but, like, at least you have representation. I mean, at least you're getting something out of it. They ain't get nothing out of that, out of taxing. So that's why they were voted. I just want to get that out of the way. And then the British Tea Party happened, enough to make any British person sad and any 4-year-old girl sad. Now you can make fun of Britain, but never their tea. Now those Americans have gone too far. So the British sent a whole bunch of people to go and occupy Boston. And then the Americans threw rocks and even oyster shells at the British. And then the British shot back, which killed 5 people. Now, I'm not like you, like, I'm trying to defend the British or anything, but, I mean, like, the people were throwing rocks at them, so you have to, like, see it from the British perspective, too. Like, if somebody was throwing rocks at you, would you, defend yourself? Of course. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. But, the Americans didn't think like me, so they thought the British were brutes for doing this. So the American Revolution basically started here. So where would the war start? So where would the British army go? Maybe Concord. Yeah, there's a lot of supplies there. So maybe they could. So let's just march all the way. Then they get to Lexington. And so people would want to warn the American people that the British were coming. That's what I'm gonna do. Everyone, the British are coming. The British are coming. Don't you see? Don't you know? The British are coming. But they actually lose. Even though they outnumbered the colonists. I mean the Americans. And they pushed them all the way back to Boston where they lay siege on it and take back Boston. And some point after that, in the winter, the British would try to attack New York and New Jersey, the 2 states that were definitely new. And they attacked New York because New York was considered a quote-unquote post of infinite importance. Both sides would really want it because it was really strategic. And Washington would have General Charles Lee go to the city. And New Jersey was a critical for supply lines, so it was really strategic. The British first landed at Staten Island, where the colonists were like on Long Island. They would start moving all the way up to here, where they'd fight the Americans and would push them back to Manhattan, which for a little bit the colonists were looking like they would actually win, but it looked like, but actually it ended up being a British win. So Washington went all the way back down to New Jersey. And then the Philadelphia campaign happened. See, before the people in Philadelphia would go absolute mental whenever their team won a sporting event, they were actually the capital of USA. So the British won and took over Philadelphia, but that's pretty horrifying because now the Phillies can't celebrate their football and now have to celebrate crumpets. A truly horrible fate. Luckily, George Washington saved them from this horrifying fate. Alright, man. We captured Philadelphia. George Washington saw, it's abandoned. Yep, the British really abandoned it. Now, to the people who really like the Phillies, please do not let any death threats in my comments, because I am trying to do some definitely factional facts about Philadelphia that might be factional. Now, after getting the Philadelphia Eagles or Phillies shot, they went back to New Jersey. But now, how would they even get over it to New Jersey? I have an idea, and it might just right, man. We're crossing the Delaware today. Let's go to New Jersey. Onward, onward. Ah! Yup, Washington really crossed the Delaware. And I just want to say this real quick. Washington was a badass. He was literally standing up the entire time. And if he fell, he would have been gone to the water. So he's like one of 3 people I'd say were a badass in history. You'll see the other ones later. And then old Yankee Doodle went to town while riding on his pony. He put a spaghetti in his hat and then called it macaroni. And then while he was going to Trenton, he came with 1 million men, I guess. But in reality, it was actually just a couple thousand. The British are pretty bad historians, not gonna lie. Meanwhile, Thomas Jefferson was in France, and honestly, I really don't want to explain it, so I'll just let Hamilton explain it.
And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war. You didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench, or you were off getting high with the French.
My video's gonna get copyrighted now. I mean, too many people are gonna watch it, so I don't really care. I mean, we only have 3 subscribers. Meanwhile, in the South, they actually already captured Savannah, and started raiding across South Carolina, even taking Charles. While the British were invading North, the Americans decided to put General Gates in to fight him, but he lost bad. So instead, they put Nathaniel Greene in, and Mr. Greene was running away because he didn't really have that much men until he got all the way over here and was able to get more people to fight the British with. But he still lost. But Cornwallis, who was the British general, lost half his men, so it felt more like a Union win. At this point, the British and Americans were both tired of fighting, but French troops were actually going into America fighting for the Americans, so America was actually looking like it would win. And then the British attacked Yorktown, but the French blockaded it, so no more troops could actually have gone into there. So, and America won, kind of because of that. And then British surrendered, meaning America was an actual country now. We used the Article of Confederation at first, and this was basically the Constitution at first. The Article of Confederation made it so basically every single state was like its own country and not really in a union. This would actually be bad because some other places would try to take advantage of that. Pirates would try to take advantage of the new country. They would take ships from sailors and basically try to get their money and steal them. Because of this, America would get rid of the Articles of Confederation because it really made us weaker. Instead, it made the Constitution we all know today. We also declared war on them too, so and that is the end of the American Revolution. I just want to say this took a lot of time. like a couple days to make, so please subscribe. Like, actually, we only have 3 subscribers right now. It would help a lot. Thanks.